Welcome guys to another video. In this video, I'm going to be covering another brand that was able to generate over $10 million, right? And this is pretty much in a 12-month period. And I'll be going through exactly what they are promoting from the products that they're trying to sell with their brand, from how you can go ahead and find high quality suppliers, the best practices in order to do that. And I'll also be going through ads that you can potentially run and emulate in order to generate traffic to the website. And in this case, it will be for the purpose of a drop. I'll also be covering the organic marketing strategy, which is going to be very important when you want to coordinate a drop and generate hype for the brand. Alongside that, I'll be going through sort of email pop-ups, how you can go ahead and create the best ones possible so that you can collect the most emails and SMS amount as possible. I'll be also going through the marketing and the back end. So in this case, the email marketing. Also going through the website, how you can optimize the website for conversions, and basically cover the whole system, right? That you can go ahead and execute for yourself. So watch this video to the end. You'll get a ton of value, and ultimately you'll be able to see an improvement in your revenue and your numbers just because of one simple video. So highly recommend you watch this to the end, right? Limited distractions, so on and so forth. And if you need help with scaling your brand, maybe you're just starting out, maybe you're doing revenue already, but you just need some help with certain things, right? I'm able to help with pretty much anything at this point, given my experience. So you can go ahead and book in a call below where you can go ahead and talk to me one-on-one, and we can potentially work one-on-one where I can help you with your current situation and get you to your desired situation with a similar solution, right? That is tailored. So you can do that. You can also DM me on Instagram. Again, both of those links are in the description. And if you have any video suggestions, you can leave a comment below. So let's get straight into it, right? If you don't know me, I'm Sammy. I've been working with e-commerce brands for the past 5 years now, and I've seen what works, what hasn't worked, and I know what brands need in this particular industry, already in the fashion, health, and beauty space, and basically just provide solutions based on that. And again, I've been able to help brands out like this one, generating $385,000 in a 2-month period, right? With a similar strategy to this one. So this brand in particular is EYTWise, right? And they have generated $10 million. So as of July, they actually generated $7.5 million, right? And basically, I'm just going to cover a strategy that you can go ahead and implement, right? Because obviously they're a bigger brand, they have bigger budgets, and a lot of the times, if I go ahead and show you a strategy which is similar to what they're doing or a very elaborate one, chances are you're not going to be able to replicate that. So obviously this is beginner friendly. This is for brands, smaller brands, who can definitely implement this. Maybe they don't have all the budget in the world, and maybe they don't have the personnel in order to do all of these different things. But in this sort of framework, you can go ahead and execute, right? But yeah, this brand, they are on track to do 10 million. They are based in Stockholm, Sweden, right? And they pretty much promote sneakers, right? And the clothing, right? They produce very unique sneakers, and obviously they have their clothing alongside that as well, which is helping them to maximize average order value and basically create a all-rounder brand, right? Because obviously you can sell sneakers on its own, which would be great and ideal, but you can also sell other products as well, with similar fashion items, and that also can help to build a brand that is going to grow quite substantially, because obviously the clothing market is quite big, so they obviously want to tap into that. Now, in terms of suppliers, you can find suppliers on Alibaba. Like I covered in other videos, you can go ahead and just type in the product you're looking for on Alibaba, and you can filter by all sorts of different things, from whether they're a verified supplier, whether they're a gold supplier, minimum order quantity, the price per unit. You can filter by all of these different things. I recommend that you leave it as open as possible so you can go ahead and have the most results. But yeah, you can filter it down, and then you can find suppliers based on that. And then from that point on, you can communicate with them, negotiate pricing, etc. And again, I help clients out with this as well. So if you are wanting to work with me and you're worried that the production is sort of in progress and you feel like you can't start with me, that's not true. You can start working with me one-on-one. I help you out with that process because that's very important, the production. I show you how to find the right suppliers, how to communicate with them, and make sure that they actually provide the right product in a timely manner, right? So And even then, once they're doing while they're still doing production, we can still go ahead and talk about, oh, how can we, sort of plan for the drop or plan campaigns, right, in that period of time, so you're not wasting time, right? So that's very important that obviously you know that. But yeah, that's how you find suppliers. Again, relatively simple. And again, if you will looking for local suppliers, again, I help out with that as well. Now, obviously, you want to generate traffic. You want to obviously reach a large group of people in order to get them to the website and convert. The best way to do that, or one of the best ways to do that, is obviously through ads, as you know. And again, ads is one of those things where you may have tried it in the past and it didn't work. And the main reason is because either you didn't do it correctly, or you need some form of strategy which is going to be conducive for your brand, right? Because you can't just run the same ads as everybody else, right? So the way TYs is running ads would need to be different from how you're going to be running the ads, right? Because they're a bigger brand, they have more products, and they have more data as well that they're leveraging in order to be able to get to the point where they're able to run ads and do it in a certain way, which can't be replicated by others. So you can see here, for example, they have sort of these types of ads where they're just showing the product on the gray background, very powerful. It showcases the product. And again, it's attracting attention, right? These are more like DPA ads. So these are sort of ads where you would run it to a product page, and that will increase the conversion rate, right? Instead of sending it to the homepage, because there's less steps for the customer to take in order to purchase. So this is quite effective. And again, if you're doing a drop, I highly recommend that you obviously do ads similar to this, but you show the variety of different products that you have to offer. And again, the strategy we would use would be a lot different than what they're using, right? Because they have their store open all the time. But this is something that you can still go ahead and replicate. Now, in terms of the ads that, or the organic marketing that this brand is running, you can see that they have a large social media presence, especially on Instagram. And this is to be expected because a large portion of their target market is on Instagram. And you can see 376,000 followers, 280 posts almost. And they have loads of different types of content on there, alongside with story highlights. They've got their stories that's actually active, and they've got reels and posts, right? Which is what you need to be doing as well. And again, if you're just starting out and you have you're not seeing traction, you still need to keep persevering, because at the end of the day, you're looking to build a following. It's going to take a long time, right? And it's usually for the long term where you want to be building this following. And even when you do that, you still should be generating a few sales here and there. But the ultimate goal is to build a following, build reputation with the brand, and then obviously it compounds, right? Because of social proof, all these different things that's occurring when you're building a brand, word of mouth, etc. So it starts to compound upon each other, and you're going to be able to generate a lot of revenue that way, right? So obviously they have TikTok as well, much smaller size, right? 16.8K followers, but they are posting on there. They are generating impressions, views, etc., which is what you want. And they are going to the website. As you can see, they link their website in their profile. And obviously that's going to be very good for them, right? But in terms of Instagram, you can see here, they have posted product focused content. They have a model wearing the product. That's what you want to do. And again, you're doing this so people will see it, and obviously they now have an understanding, okay, this is what this brand is promoting, therefore I can go ahead and follow them. And after that, they're expecting you to keep on posting, right? If you stop posting, then obviously they're going to forget about you, and they're most likely not going to buy from you until you start posting again, right? So you need to keep posting as much as possible. Same thing here. You can see they posted the trainers, boutique trainers. And again, that's obviously going to be doing very well for them. And again, for your brand, you can start doing boosted posts. I recommend that you do that. And again, I help clients out with that, because you can start producing engagement and views that way with a very low cost. And in terms of TikTok, you can see they have posted content with their models wearing products. Again, very powerful. Recommend that you do that. And again, the amount of views that you get highly depends on how TikTok native the content is, because you can see a lot of this content is not really native to the platform. And again, there's a formula to it. It involves a lot of research on the platform so that you understand what's trending at that moment in time, so that you can jump on the trend and that you can gain views that way. That's usually how the platform works. But you can see here they're getting some views regardless, so it's worth taking that into account. It's worth creating content around your products and being creative with it as well. And obviously, traffic will come from the ads and the organic marketing, and they'll go to the sign up form where they can sign up for the drop or new product releases, right? So here, ETYTYS have done that to collect email. But a better way to do that is to collect SMS and emails together. And you're going to be able to, what you do, you shut down your website. And the reason you do that is because you want people to come in and just sign up straight away without any other distractions. And you want to create the scarcity, urgency, and fear of missing out. And that way you're going to be able to send them to your emails, right? And then create hype for the drop, right? And this is the model that ideally you want to follow, especially with a smaller brand and you're not making a lot of sales. This is what you want to follow, because ETYTYS, right? They're doing a lot of things which allow them to generate revenue, have bigger budget, etc., which is something that you can't really replicate if you don't have that amount of budget. So yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to collect emails, put a timer for the next drop as well, like Indigo Studio have done, which is another footwear brand. And then after that, you send them marketing messages. In this case, you send them email messages or emails. You can see the models wearing the product, in this case, the trainers. And again, they show it on a gray background. And that way you're going to build up anticipation, build up hype, because now they know what product they want to buy, but they can't buy it till the drop occurs, right? So very, very powerful and something that you can go ahead and replicate, right? Again, I help brands out with the email marketing strategy, SMS as well. Then after that, they get sent to the homepage, post drop, right? Once the drop happens, they'll go straight to the homepage, right? And they'll be shown basically the collections, right? Obviously, they got the hero images, and this is part of their branding, right? They want to communicate their unique branding, very clean, but also stylish. So they've done that. You can see the shop men's, shop women's, shop footwear, very simple and not complicated. You just go ahead and click on one. You go to the collection, and then obviously you go to the product page. There'll be, obviously you see the product on a gray background, again, very consistent. They have multiple product shots. They have a model wearing the product, and it looks very clean and very on point, right, with what style they're going for. And obviously they have the product description, right, product details, all that good stuff, shipping, returns, payment methods, customer support, everything that you need to have, right? Very simple. But at this point, it's likely for the visitor to go ahead and purchase, right? Because they understand that this product will sell out very soon. And so they need to take action very quickly. So at this point, they understand all of this, and they'll just go ahead and add to cart, and then they'll purchase, right? So very simple, and something that I've been preaching for quite a while now. And it's something that you can go ahead and replicate for your brand. And again, if you need help with all of this, right, then like I said, I provide consulting on all of these different areas. For example, on the creative, organic, ads, your website, email, SMS, and that way you're going to be able to generate revenue with a minimum amount of upfront cost, right? Ad spend, etc., like ETYTYS, right, is doing, right? Because obviously they're a bigger brand. That's how they're generating large amounts of revenue. They're not doing it for free. They're doing it because they spend a large amount of revenue, a large amount of ad spend, all those sorts of different things, retailers, all these different stuff, right? So that's how it's done. Again, if you need help with any of this, suppliers, organic marketing, ads, website optimization, email marketing strategy, SMS marketing strategy, all of this stuff, then you can book in a call below. Highly recommend that you do that. The cost is still relatively affordable. It's flexible. It's still under 1K a month. So I highly recommend that you jump on as soon as possible, because obviously it's going to go up very quickly. I'm getting a lot of people who want to join and now join in. So highly recommend that you book a call very soon, or at least contact me on Instagram, and we can go over whether or not you are eligible. And again, you can leave a comment below if you have any video suggestions or you want me to cover a certain video. Then if you haven't watched my other videos, I highly recommend that you do that as well, because I go over another brand or many other brands who have generated a good amount of revenue with a similar method and other different methods as well, which would be suitable for your brand and that you can go ahead and steal and replicate for your own. So you can go ahead and watch those videos, and I'll see you on the next one.